Welcome back, Accelerator rock stars. Great to see everybody. This group is going to turn into recruiting machines. Customer gathering, recruiting, rank advancing machines from this group. The ones of you that apply what's being taught are going to totally change your life. Not only that, you're going to change the lives of the people on your team and the people you touch with your products and with your opportunity. It's just amazing. It's awesome. So I'm proud of all of you for this. And I did see that some people were saying that they were, raise your hands if you had a problem with the link that Shalene and Brock gave up at the end. Raise your hands if you had a problem with it. Oh, I only see a couple hands. Everybody was okay? A couple hands? Try it again, maybe. Just make sure if you type it in. I see 3 hands on the wall that had a problem, but everybody else was okay. Seemed to be okay. All right. We will get you the link. We'll put it in the Accelerator group online. We'll send it to you by email. So we'll make sure it's all accurate and good and everything works. Just make sure, where you put the dot matters in that bit.ly thing. So we'll figure it out and get it to you. Okay? Lots of great stuff coming. And this dynamic duo, everybody's saying that they need to have their own reality show. Fraser and Jesse Lee, I don't know, Take Manhattan or something. We need to create some sort of a TV show for these two. But they're here to bring you amazing value as they did yesterday. And you're going to go into action today, which I'm excited to watch you do. Please welcome back Jesse Lee Ward and Fraser Brooks.
Yes. All right.
Hey guys.
All right. Yeah. Are we switching this time?
I don't know.
On this side?
We should freak them out a little.
Oh, big tune. Big tune.
All right. What's going on, everybody? How you feeling?
Let's go.
How you
Coffee.
feeling? Looks like y'all are waking up. I see you.
Let's just dance for like 3 hours. Loving.
Training canceled. It's a dance party. Okay.
Carolyn Williams crushing that. Come
I know.
on.
Carolyn's really good.
Big moves. I love it.
Me too. How's everyone feeling? Everyone feeling good? Good.
Hey, yesterday was so. We've got to admit. So we were hanging out after the event yesterday, after day one, and a load of you guys had mentioned us in those stories. We wasn't really expecting it though. Yeah, and we replied to every single person who mentioned. Who got a reply from myself or Jesse Lee? Yeah, look. Yeah.
We were at dinner. I'm like, Fraser, I don't know if I should just.
Thanks, legend. Thanks, legend.
Oh, God.
Thanks, legend. Thanks, legend. Oh, they replied. Yes, we do reply. We love you guys. We were just blown away with how coachable you guys are being. I don't think I replied to anyone who didn't change their profile photo, though.
I did. Honestly, I wanted to say something back like, come on, guys. We spent like 15 minutes on it. So if you haven't yet done it, please make sure you do, because we talked about you. We were like, this person's not coachable. Hold on a second. We do have a shout out, though. Can we please I don't know what room he's in, but Steve Brown.
Steve Brown.
We are so proud of you. I don't know where you are, man. I don't know where you are.
We love you, Steve.
We have to give Steve a shout out, because yesterday we could see Steve in the chats, and when Eric was talking about how make sure you get ownership over your name. Steve is in the chat and he's like, impossible. My name is Steve Brown.
Steve!
Yes!
Yes, Steve! Yes! Yes, Steve! Legend.
I said I'm giving him a shout out tomorrow morning. I have to because Steve clearly just downloaded Instagram. He made his photo with his red background. He looks like a legend. A legend. And I was just like, this is exactly what it's about. It's not about being perfect. It's about just saying, hey, I'm going to do the things. And Steve Brown did the thing. So we had to give Steve a shout out.
I think at one point he said he popped a blood vessel.
Yeah, he's like, I'm popping blood vessels. I'm freaking out. I'm so nervous. I'm not good at any of this. I am so lost. And by the end of the day, he did all the stuff. So honestly, like that's what it's about. It's about, we're all students of GoPro, right? We're all students of Network Marketing Pro. Yeah. And Eric always says, those of you who are willing, hungry, and coachable will make it to the top. It's not about being the best. It's about saying, you know what, I'm kind of bad at this, but I'm going to try. And so Steve was just a glaring, obvious, oh my gosh, because we could see him in the chat all day like, I'm so lost, but I'm trying. I'm so lost, but I'm trying. I'm so scared, but I'm trying. So we see you. And it's not just Steve, but Steve Brown has the most.
It just stood out.
Yeah. It
stood out. It's a classic progress beats perfection. I get so inspired by when I see people progress. I inspire myself sometimes. It might sound a bit weird, but when I look back at the posts I made a year ago or the lives I made 2 years ago or 3 years ago, has anyone looked back at posts that they've made and gone, was that even me? Like, was that even...
Carolina.
Like, there's loads of you guys, right? I see Emma Matthews as well saying, yeah, me too. So it's progress.
It's Eric, though, look.
That's brilliant.
Eric Ross.
And here's what I'm going to teach you real quick. Some of you guys have seen me do this before. But I want to talk to you about my 1-to-1 rule. It's super, super simple, but it will literally make you, if you just do it and follow it every single day, you will reach success, all right? So all you got to do is when you're standing up, I'm going to show you how you do this, but every time I do 1 hour of learning or 1 hour of personal development, I'm going to move my left foot forward, right? And every time I do 1 hour of activity, I'm going to move my right foot forward. Now, the goal for me to succeed is to reach the camera, okay? So 1 hour of personal development, I move my left foot forward. The majority of people, though, will do a 2nd hour of personal development and a 3rd hour of personal development, and they'll go round and round and round in circles, right? So it's personal development, activity, personal development, activity, personal development, activity. And then you kind of keep learning again and just keep learning again and learning again. And you go round in circles and you get really dizzy and you're like, where was success? Was it this way? Was it that way? And then someone joins after you in the company. And they're just learning, doing. And they go past you. And then the frustration sets in. Like, but I've been in longer. I know the ingredients. I know the goldfish of the owner's name. I know everything. I know their birthday. I know their favorite day of the week. I know their favorite color. I know everything. Why are they getting better success or more success than me? Because you learn more, you do more. You learn more, you do more. You learn more, you do more. So start following that. We've been here for a number of hours, and some of you guys have put a lot of activity in. We're going to be sharing with you some stuff today. Which is going to really help you take a lot of activity.
So I have a question first. How many of you got some kind of response from something we had you do yesterday that you didn't expect was going to get a response? Let me give you examples. How many of you had comments on your new profile photo?
Nice. I like that one. Love that. Come on. Yeah. Dottie Vaivoda? Look at that. Great dancing. Big moves.
Okay, great. How many of you got some kind of response to the boomerang you put in your Instagram story? Or maybe those of you who had the post with the comments about investing in your future. How many people had any kind of response about investing in yourself? Look at this.
I saw a bunch of them.
Yeah, go ahead. Huh?
No, I saw a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They were super cool. Great
Sarah
assignment.
Did,
I love
Pamela
that.
did. Awesome. How many of you had some comments or likes, some love hearts, as you'd say, some love hearts on your post because you made the post, the Instagram post? Did you see some of that? Maybe some views on some stories? Joanne did, Jennifer did, Sophia did, Kristen did, Heidi did, Donna did, Diana did, Norma, Christopher, Virginia, Bill, Sarah, Claudia, Jasmine, Barbara, Eduarda, Kawhi, Gina, Angela, Wayne, Lorinda, Stephanie. Okay.
This is good. 800 views on my stories. That's so good. Come on.
Oh,
Steve Brown
so
did it.
Good.
Steve Brown did it too.
Did any of you get any new followers? They're like, what on earth? Why are people following me all of a sudden? What is going on? James Zeng did, Michelle Ferguson, Alicia McPeak. Look at that. Sophia Bailey, Christy Elliott. Yep. Rashada.
Z7
Barbara,
is blowing
Nalani, up. Keithia, Carolina, Rosario. Guys. Are any of you kind of like, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. That's all I had to do? I mean, maybe you're not world class yet, but did any of you have kind of that moment where you sat there and you're like, oh my God, this kind of works. I haven't gone live yet. I haven't TikToked yet. I haven't done calls to action yet, except for one thing. And what? Yeah. I told you we were going to teach you how to make. Alan Adams did. He's like, yep.
I'm
I told you we were going to show you how to make some money.
And you know, I think a lot of people, I mean, I definitely was like this, where I was worried about the worst case scenario that I forgot about what the best case scenario was going to be. Right? A lot of us are like, oh, the worst case, well, I'm going to look bad. I'm going to be embarrassed. What about what my friends and family going to think? My team will understand. My upline will understand, but my family and friends won't. And it holds us back so much of just taking that moment of courage to do it and realize, whoa, 800 story views. Whoa, 20,000 views on a reel. Whoa, I've got 3 people just add me as a friend. Like, and you start to realize the best case scenario is something to get excited about. In order for you to get a prize, there's a price you've got to pay. Some people focus on the prize. Some people focus on the price, right? If you focus on the prize, you'll get it. If you focus on the price you've got to pay, you probably won't get it. So yeah.
So I'm so happy. I know you are too, to hear so many people just have unbelievable takeaways already. And so what we would love to do is have 2 of you. We'll pick 2 people. We would love for you to share your biggest takeaway from yesterday. So what is something that maybe you are like, are you kidding me? I never thought that would work for me. Or it could just be something you learn that you're excited to learn, whatever. Just 2 people. If you want to raise your hands, we will bring 2 people up. Mm-hmm. And then, let's see. Why don't we do James? James is so stoic, but excited. So Z4, room Z4, James Zeng, Zheng.
And then after that, let's go Z1. Oh, she moved. Z1, Carolina Ortiz. There we go. Z1, Carolina Ortiz. Yeah. All right. I'll grab some water real quick.
I love what John just said. John just said, this is just the beginning. Yes. Yes. It's just the beginning, guys.
I love that.
I know you're not great right now. That's the whole point. It's the whole point. This is day 1. Mm-hmm. All right, James, how you doing? Can you hear us okay?
Yes. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Jesse Lee, Fraser, you guys are awesome. And the biggest thing that I got, and I shared this with the team right afterwards, was the paradigm shift of just having more leads and just focusing on leads, leading to more sales and just being able to expand ourselves. I've been so stuck in a certain mindset of how network marketing should be. And I think I was just in a management mode, honestly. And the things that you guys shared with us just really broadened the perspective of how the game has really changed. So got so excited, followed everything, got a ton of responses, and just having a lot of fun again. So I appreciate you guys.
Yay! Fun.
Put in the fun and the fundamentals. Go on, James. Go on. Love that.
So good. You can relate. You agree. Love this. I have a quick question for all of you. How many of you did what James just said and you took at least one of these things back to your team? Did anybody take at least one of these things back to your team? Yes, Kathy did, Sarah did, Melissa, Deborah, Melinda, a bunch of you, Rebecca, Raj. I love it. Guys, this is important. Don't be stingy with your goodness, right? Yeah. All of this information, can you imagine if your whole team was here today?
Exactly.
Can you imagine How many of you wish you had more people in your organization in the Accelerator right now? And you're like, God, if they would have just heard that. Oh my God. Right? So then be the leader, because you're all leaders. And maybe start scheduling some of those, maybe little micro trainings out. Because I will tell you one thing I've learned to be 100% fact is that the best way to learn is to teach.
Yes.
So those of you who are really insecure right now about Instagram, about TikTok, about Facebook, about any of it, teach it. Teach it. You'll also almost kind of force yourself into doing it.
Well, yeah, it's a classic kind of like, hey, I learned this thing at GoPro Accelerator. Let's do it together. Yep. I'll teach you what I learned. Let's do it together. Doing it together is always more fun. Yep. It's always more fun. So let's go to our next. Yeah, Carolina. Hey, you're way better at the names than I am. No. Oh, we lost her.
We lost her. Well, somebody else want to give their biggest takeaway? We lost Carolina. Do you want to do another?
Z3, Jayshri.
Just
Shri.
Jashiri, I think.
Jashiri.
Z3, JAYSHRICHASMW.
There we go. We see you with your awesome name.
Chasmawala.
Love that
name. Jashiri Chasmawala.
Let's go. Yeah, we're getting her on screen. Hello.
Hey. How do you say your name?
You said my last name right, Chasmawala. My first name is Jayshri.
Jayshri.
You're good at this.
I try.
So I just wanted to share that I was really, really, really uncomfortable changing my cover photo.
Nice.
And putting all that stuff in there about like what I do and having my picture in there. But I got so many comments on it. And I got a couple of people instant or direct messaging me about like what it is that I do. And they're interested in learning more about my products. And I didn't have anything on products on the cover page. So I was like, what is even happening right now?
Come on. Right? Come on.
Give her a big round of applause for sure.
Yeah, let's give a big round of applause for that, for sure. And did anyone else have this same feeling of like, oh, but I kind of love my cover photo? Like, I don't know.
Maria felt like that, yeah.
Some of you guys did. You made the change, and hey, wonderful things have happened, right? So yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I do that a lot. I get Bob Jones like said wrong as well, like a lot. I kind of don't, but
love it. How many of you are excited for today? You excited for more action, etc.? Looks like a lot of you. Good. Your energy is so great. I want to just give you a thank you. I see Singapore on here, Silver in Singapore for sure. I know Europe's still on here, of course. We've got Africa on here. We've got the Middle East on here. We've got everyone on here. Canada in the house, of course. And so Aussies, yes, the Kiwis, all of you. So we're really excited to have you on here. France, Sophie in France. Love it, love it, love it. Indonesia.
Oh, there we go.
Nigeria's here. So cool.
Scotland.
So cool. So we promised to deliver today. How many of you, I just like, if you can keep participating, your participation's awesome. It lets us know what you need. That's why I'm asking questions. So we can really customize this training for what you need. How many of you, when you got that response, you were kind of like, oh, this is where I screw up. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. This is where I ruin everything. This is where I ruin everything. Frankie Warner is like, that is me. I sabotage everything. Thank you for your honesty. Okay. It's more of you than you want to admit. I know nobody likes to say, oh, I suck at that. Luckily, we're kind of both weapons in regards to scripting and what you should say to close people. And we're going to help you guys with something I think a lot of you do, which is just quite frankly, talk people out of the sale or talk people out of joining your team. And so we made sure you got some new engagement, whether it be a like, a love heart, a comment, a share, a anything, because those are prospects. Those are prospects. Even if it's a love heart, it's a prospect. And I think sometimes we're so stuck in our heads and something that just, I don't know. I was actually, I watched, I got a little sick a couple weeks ago. I watched a few episodes of this show, Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you're familiar with this show. Okay, and there was this episode, Pele knows that show. So there was this episode,
a lot of people.
The boy David is driving and is going to get his driver's license. Have any of you ever seen this episode? Okay, so those who were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so there's this episode, and David is driving with his sister. I don't remember her name, but they're driving in the car, and he has panic attacks. He's failed his driver's test like 30 times. All right, and the sister's like, David, nobody cares. He's like, what are you talking about? He's all offended. And I want you to think about your business right now, right? Think about your social media right now. Okay, Alexis is her name. Okay, so Alexis tells David, nobody cares, David. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching you the way that you're watching you. And he's like, what are you talking about? Everybody cares. Everybody's watching. Everybody cares. You guys remember this episode? Okay, this is so applicable to your business. David gets in the car to take his driver's test. He's pissed at Alexis. He's like, everything comes easy to you, Alexis. Everything just falls in your lap, Alexis. Everything. You don't understand what it's like to struggle, Alexis. Sound like some of you with social media? Okay. I know facts are not attacks, guys. Okay? Facts are not attacks. This is how some of you have been behaving with your social media. Okay? And he gets there. He gets in the car. The guy, I'll grab my phone and show you. This is the guy at the driver's test. The guy at the driver's test is like this. David's driving in the car, and the guy's going like this. He's just texting the whole time. And David looks over and he's like, do you even care about this? He goes, bro, this is like my 8th one of these today. I don't care. And David goes, are you serious? He goes, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to be a DJ. And he's just texting the whole time. David passes the test, right? Because he realizes people are not that into everything you're doing. We are so insecure, but it's in our heads. It's just in our heads. So when we give you some of these scripts and you sit there, some of you are going to do it, and you go, well, that just doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
Well, I would just never say something like that. They're going to judge me if I send a script like that. They're going to think, what is wrong with Louise if I send something like that? They're going to go, this isn't Cheryl. There's no way. Somebody's hacked Brenda's phone. Oh, that can't possibly be Sheila. Don't be that person, okay? Don't be that person. Follow the assignments. Eric says, hungry, coachable, and willing. You've got to be coachable. What we're going to tell you will work. We're going to help you convert. All right.
And we want to give you the scripts, and then after we've gone through the scripts, we're going to give you some more content ideas. Like, I want to be able to help you create your own kind of social media funnel and how you can really get people to know, like, and trust you, right? So, but when you...
Well, we're working today, people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's for sure. So let's start with the first kind of script of, let's say that you've written a great post following what you shared yesterday. Yep. And then I kind of come on there and go, ooh, there's 3 things that I could do, right? The first one is I could give it a love heart. I could give it a like. I could give it a wow. I could give it a haha. I could give it a comment. This is amazing. Your energy is amazing. Which, would you agree? Her energy is amazing, right? I'm getting fired up just by like standing next to you, standing next to you, whatever.
We can't
I'm fired up.
We decided.
Right? And the third one is if someone shares it. Now, this is kind of like, obviously there's different ways of using stories and stuff, but let's say Facebook, for example. If you were just starting out, your content's kind of basic, because you're just starting out, and you would just get 3 likes on a post, would you be reaching out to the people who have liked your post?
Absolutely. Would you guys like a script?
Yes, please. Right? The likes, the comments, the shares. I believe if someone shares your content, they're like, oh yeah, like, yes, your content is the best. I want it. So shares, but they're not as popular as the comments and the likes, right? But they're the hot ones. Then the comments after that, someone takes the time to go and give you a comment. Woohoo, great. And then the likes. So what would you do? And guys, we're very aligned. So a lot of what I would recommend is what Jessie Lee would recommend, and likewise. If we need to tweak each other's or kind of add something on, we will do that. But what would you do? What would be your message if I reached out, liked one of your stuff, commented on one of your stuff, shared one of your stuff? What would you say? So
do you remember how we said that your social media is basically, it's your storefront? Right? This is what people are looking at. Your purpose of having great social media is to attract business. So if somebody's liking, love hearting, wowing, whatever, commenting, etc., I'm going to message them something along these lines. It's just something like, hey, name. I'm going to say it really slowly because I know English is not everyone's first language. I want you to have time to translate.
Nice.
Okay?
Big love to the Spanish and the Germans on here as well.
Portuguese on here. I know that. I know that.
Portuguese.
Awesome.
Joao.
Got the Dutch on here for sure. Got the Belgians. Awesome. So I think you're crazy.
They're flexing. It's great. Sorry, I'm having a little.
Okay. So, hey, name. Thank you so much for your, and then say comment or like, whatever it is, your comment on my post. I'll wait so you can write it down. I'm sure they're typing it in the back too, so it'll be up on there as well. The French too, of course. The Polish.
So
we love
fast.
The Swiss.
He's
There
so
we go.
fast.
Spanish. Oh, he's so fast. Okay. So, hey, name. Thank you so much for your comment on my post. I was just wondering, were you being supportive, or would you like some information on what I do?
Ooh.
Question mark. Smiley face.
Smiley face.
I'm a smiley facer.
Little dance.
Question mark. Smiley face.
I like the dance one, like the.
Well, an emoji of some sort.
Yeah.
You can do a dance.
That's basically what I think that emoji's like. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm sure it'll be up on the screen in just a second, but it's just, hey, name. Thank you so much for your comment on my post. Were you just being supportive, or would you like information on what I do? Question mark. Smiley face.
See, I love that. Because again, I would recommend the same thing. And if someone likes it, I would then say, hey, thank you. Instead of your comment, it would just be, thank you so much for your like. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your emoji on my post. And I'd say the exact same thing.
This is for everything. So I love this.
Yeah.
We're trying to give you the most perfect workshop of your life. So this is for everything. So you would just tweak this for whatever it was on. So let's use the example of your new profile photo, which I'm going to guess is where a lot of you got a whole bunch of engagement, didn't you? Whole bunch. I mean, that one's pretty much a gimme, right? You would just tweak it. So can you put the script back up really fast just because I'll show them where to tweak it? So, hey, name, thank you so much for your like or comment on my new profile photo. I was just wondering, were you just being supportive, or would you like some information on what I do? You can say thank you. So let's say you posted your call to action yesterday. Thank you so much for your comment on my picture of the training I was doing. I was just wondering, were you being supportive, or would you like some information on what, you could say, on what I was doing, right? Do you see how you can adapt it to be not see, because some of you are like, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever that feeling is, I just want to promise you that's not a weird message.
Well, that's totally normal.
Like, if any of you got that, you wouldn't be like, I'm going to barf. Look at this cold message. Look at this spammer. Right? That just seems very polite.
It's normal. And hey, if some people will like it, some people won't. But if you don't ask, you'll never know. If you don't ask, you won't get. If you don't ask, you won't receive. Right? Kind of simple. I would also encourage that if someone does comment on your new profile photo, your cover photo, your Instagram posts, your stories, reply back to the comment. Just reply back to it. Thanks so much. I've just sent you a message. Right? If they don't see the message, they might see the comment and then they go check the message. Right? So don't skip that out. So if someone comments, reply back to the comments. We reply back to all the comments that we got yesterday from the Instagram stories. Send that message. What would you do if someone was to share a piece of your content? Would you say the same thing? Just change out comment for shared?
So there's a few things when somebody shares. And by the way, I comment back and I private message.
Yes.
I comment back and I private message. And yes, I ask if they want to know, even if, because most of my posts have nothing to do with business or product, just to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just such action marketing like crazy. This is not a stupid question, Susan. Thank you for being courageous enough to ask. She says, do you reply back by just clicking on their names? Yes. It'll take you right to that. And then you can actually hover over it now, I believe, and just click message as well. Okay?
And just to differentiate, so the script that Jessie Lee put, and it was on the slide or on the screen before, that's for a private message. All right. I wouldn't put that as a comment. I would put that as a private message. Asking the question is a private message. Notice as well, the framework is very similar. Hello, Dromo. I see you. Z7. I see you. All right, legend. All right. So, like we said with the find add message script, hey name, how you found them, ask a question. Notice how it's just the same thing. Hey name, how you found them was they commented, they liked, they shared, ask a question. It's very simple. But again, as you said, we get the stinking thinking, right? We get caught in our heads. The thinking is the enemy, right? In this situation, you just gotta get it done.
Yeah, and I want to keep clarifying because I know we're all at different levels. So when I'm saying I respond to every comment, here's my general rule of thumb because I see some questions in the chats. Okay, and if you guys can put the script back up for people, it looks like they still need the script. So, which is awesome. Just keep asking whatever you need. Thanks, John. Or thanks, crew. I don't know who put it up. So the comments, my general rule of thumb is match energy. Okay? So if somebody has put an emoji,
love this.
I'm going to respond with an emoji. Maybe a different emoji, maybe the same emoji, whatever. Okay? If somebody responds with a sentence, I'll try to at least write a couple of words. Like a normal response. Like if somebody says on your new profile picture, oh my gosh, Marilyn, you're so beautiful. No, you wouldn't comment. Thank you so much for your comment. I was wondering. You would say, thank you so much. I really loved this photo. I really loved this photo. Or just thank you so much. And then if somebody writes paragraphs, because sometimes you have the paragraph words of affirmation people, I try to give them a sentence. All right? I can't be writing paragraphs out. But your comments are just normal. And it's actually really important you engage in your comments because it's just like any relationship. If you ignore it long enough, it goes away. So if I'm constantly commenting on your things and you're never reciprocating my energy, I'm just going to stop commenting. But I know some of you comment on my stuff because I comment back all the time. And you're like, I'm building a relationship with her. Oh my God. I love it so much. I love it so much, right? This is going down in the DM. This is going down in the DM. Okay? I don't know what this is about posting to friends only and changing to public. Is that a thing you do? What is that?
And by the way, guys, DM is direct message. It's the messenger. And Steve, we love you. We're just making sure that you're not popping another blood vessel, making sure that you know there's DM. You know this, mate. Go on, Stevie.
Direct message, yeah.
Direct message, yeah. It's the messenger.
PM, yeah. Private message.
PM, private message. IM, what's that even?
I don't
Insta
know
message.
Instant message?
Instant message?
That's a throwback Thursday to
That is a big, yes.
No, it's AIM up in here.
Kathy's like, yep. I am instant message. We got you. Awesome. So, all right. So then so then I send this message, or you send this message to me, and I say, nah, I just thought it was a good photo. Just liked it. Just commented on it. Didn't. What post? What would you say?
I would just say, awesome. How have you been? Thanks. Awesome. Thanks for your support. How have you been?
Question again.
Oh, I'm always questions.
Always.
I want to extend the conversation as much as possible. I know this probably does sound weird to some of you, but I think our businesses are very big because we have normal people conversations.
Yeah.
Some of you are looking for the secret sauce. The secret sauce is talking to people like you would want to be spoken to. Write that down in your notes, please. Talk to people how you would like to be spoken to. If you are writing something and you're like, it seems crazy. Like, what is this 7-paragraph long thing my sponsor wants me to write or whatever? And you're like, I could never. Like, if I got that, I would be like, oh my God, how do I unread this so they don't know I saw it? Then don't send that. Then don't send it. Dover and his wife, maybe girlfriend, I don't want to assume, is like, they're dying over there.
I've seen atoms being created with his clapping. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Just think, if you received the message you're sending, would you read it? I see people on social media that I get it. You're excited about your hair care. You're excited about your makeup. You're excited about your skincare. You're excited about your service. You're excited about your product. You're excited about this stuff. But no one is yet as excited as you. So if you send them these like 17 paragraph long, like this new medical study just came out, oh my God, that's probably not going to be something that closes them.
I'm going to give you a little hack. Now, I like to use my body. That sounded interesting. I like to use my body to kind of pull me through the negativity, right? Because do you think you're going to get more people say yes or no? I get more people say no than I would get say yes.
Or ignore you.
Or ignore you or ghost you, right? Ghosting means that they just see you, but they don't reply to you. So this is what I want you to do. If you could all stand up for me, I would massively appreciate it. I want to show you exactly what I do when I get someone say no or give me some negativity or whatever it might be. All right? So
some of you are very coachable.
I
Others,
tell
we
you
should call
what.
out.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I think we can see
all you got to do is step one, stand up. Right? Step one, stand up if you're able to. We'd appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay. So, again, feet shoulder width. I don't know what it is about the whole shoulder width apart thing with me. Right. So, shoulder width apart. Then I want you to point your fingers in the air like you just don't care. Look, I didn't even realize you were going to do it. But of course,
I don't know what I'm
she's
doing.
coachable. She's doing it. All right. So, fingers in the air like you just don't care. Then I want you to point one finger slightly higher than the other one. Okay. And then throw your hip out to the one where the finger is kind of lower. There we go.
Oh.
And then there we go. See?
I'm
Legendary.
learning.
All right, then switch it. And switch it again. And then just keep switching it. That's it. Right? Yeah. Go look at those faces. Drummo, go on. Go on. That's fast, Drummo. All right, there we go. Look at this. I wish they could see their faces. I love it. This is awesome. Yeah. Oh, wow. Sharon Hoot, you're going big. I love it. Yeah. I love it. So cool.
So good.
All right. Now, this is what I want you to recognize. I want you to recognize, how are you feeling when you were dancing? Because I can tell you, I saw 100% of you were smiling. So this is what I want you to start doing. When you get someone who says no, says, oh, it's one of those pyramid things. Oh, it's a scam. Like, I don't do those. When are you going to get a real job? Right? First and foremost, read it. When they say those things, read it with a weird voice. Oh, it's a scam. Right? I don't even think I've said, oh, it's a scam. That's the first time I've said, oh, it's a scam
disgusting.
in a
Go
normal...
brush your teeth now.
Bro, brush my teeth.
Get that filth out of your mouth.
Right? To be honest, I struggle getting the filth out my mouth after if you saw me yesterday.
Yeah, we saw.
That was a big struggle. Right? But I want you to just dance, do the dance, and if you need to, post it in the group that you're in or a chat or whatever it might be and say, I just got someone say no. I just got some negativity. Right? And smile about it. Smile through the process. Have fun with it. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And it's helped me massively over the years just to be able to celebrate the losses more than I celebrate the wins, because I'm going to lose more than I'm going to win. Right? And not everyone's going to love you. Not everyone's going to like you. Some people slip. They think they're hacking the algorithm by scroll. Like, they're not. They're not hacking any algorithm, but they're.
So I want to go back to what you asked me, which was, what do you do when there's a share?
Yes.
So I pretty much do the same thing, except for I'm a lot more involved with that person, because that tends to be someone who turns into a raving fan or is already a raving fan. And I know we haven't really mentioned raving fans on here today, or yesterday, but I know a lot of you feel like you need to have the 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 followers, because that's what you're seeing when you look at, like, some of you, I saw the chat when Eric's like, my Instagram's bad. It has 400,000 people. Like, I saw the chats. You're like, oh, I wish I had Eric's bad day. Okay. Like, I saw. Okay. Like, and I just want to tell you that and nothing I say is meant to impress you, okay? Just so you know. Mm-hmm. I've always focused on raving fans. Like, how do I get a deep relationship with Lygia? How do I get a deep relationship with Joy? How do I get a deep relationship with Bonnie, right? And when I do that, those people are people that will follow you forever. Those people are worth their weight in gold. I love it. People are shaking their pens out. Their pens are already dying. They're taking so many notes. I love it. So the reason I mention this to you is because you can go a very far way with 100 followers. So please don't get in that crazy cycle of comparison. It's just not worth your time. I absolutely made my first $1 million with less than 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Honestly, not exaggerating. Okay? So you don't need to get caught up in all of the numbers. The numbers will grow, but you have to make sure you're putting out the content, you're doing the things, and you're creating those deep relationships. Don't ignore the comments. Don't ignore the love hearts. Don't ignore this stuff. You need people to feel super connected with you so they feel safe purchasing from you and safe joining your team. Okay? So when somebody shares something of mine, not only do I comment on the actual post they shared.
Yep.
So they shared it and I'm commenting just something loving, like, oh my gosh, Gina, thank you so much for sharing this. That means a ton to me, a ton to me. My DM, on the other hand, is just something like, Katie, thank you so much for sharing that post of mine. I was just wondering, what did you like the best about it?
Question.
That's it. That's the script. That's it.
It's
like, how many of you are sitting there like, I could have written that script? That's not very complicated.
Yeah. It's like, how is it so simple? Simple work, simple, sexy.
Yes. It's the easy stuff. Thank you so much, Julie, for sharing that. Just wondering, what did you like the best? What made you want to share that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's how, and those shares are massive. Those shares are how you get into huge audiences, because somebody might see something and be like, wait a minute, I love that. Oh my gosh, she invested what? Hold on a second. I've always wanted a leader who invests in their education and gets better. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been on coaching calls where like the CEO's regurgitating the same 3 trainings over and over again. It would be nice to have somebody who invests $10,000 in their education. Huh. And maybe it doesn't happen overnight, but when you continue to reciprocate that relationship through the comments, through the DMs, through the love hearts back, etc., that's where you win big.
So then let's say someone, when you're coming back to the likes and the comments and stuff, and they say like, yes, they are interested, what would be your next step? Because I guess there's some people on here who are kind of afraid of getting someone to say yes because they don't really know what to do next after that. Is that if any of you guys out there like that, you're kind of worried if someone says yes, all right, I see a bunch of you guys, all right, what would be your recommendation? I don't know, we're not necessarily going into like creation of like systems and stuff in this workshop, but sure. What would be your recommendation?
Well, let's ask, like, let's first of all touch base just out of curiosity. Does everybody have some kind of connection to an ad tag message group? Eric actually wanted us to know about, I know if you guys have some kind of connection. So can you raise your hand if you have access to it? Some of you do, some of you don't. Okay. So if you don't, and you're not the, big leader in your organization, and it maybe makes you feel super scared to use an ad tag message group, etc. And maybe I can get with Eric and we can put together some kind of something, because ad tag message we were talking about, like, if I go through it, because of what, like, it's my little brainchild from 5 or 6 years ago now. It'll be a whole day of training. So I'll get with Eric. I won't forget. And we'll see what we can do to help you guys put those together. But those of you who do not have access to that, it seems like a lot of you actually, I would go somewhere in your upline and find out if they'd be interested in collaborating. Because the problem with a lot of you is you don't have a central location for your customers, for your promoters, for your prospects, which might be the most important of all. And so that can tend to be an issue, because then you've got all these leads, and your follow-up ends up being like, who do I, how do I, what do I, did I talk to them? Okay. And so, all right, very quickly, an ad tag message group. I will tell you my flow really quickly, and then I will give you scripts anyway, okay? So if somebody messages me, let's say it's a post about product, it's a post about the opportunity, it's a post about anything that is just, oh, you look so good. What are you doing differently? Oh my gosh, you seem so blah, 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 blah. Your energy, okay? Because I'm in health and wellness, so a lot of times it's, I just want your energy, okay? And so instead of going through a ton of scripting and long, drawn-out conversations like most of you are doing, most of you are like in the most involved sales foreplay I've ever seen in my life, okay? It's funny. I mean, honestly speaking, guys, how long are we going to court these people for? Can we close the deal? All right. I mean, sheesh, Louise. All right. So
Sales full.
it's like crazy. So for me, when somebody says something like, oh, it's, Jessie Lee, can I have more information on those products? Can I have more information on why you have so much energy? Can I have more information on why you look, you've lost all this, whatever. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just say, yeah, of course. And I say an opening line, write this down. Now, I'm not going to give you my company's opening line. I'm going to give you blanks. Okay. Some of you went, oh, shit. No, I'm not going to. Okay. I respect the stage. All right. So I say something like this and you fill in the blanks for you. I say, what do you know about blank and blank? Okay, so it could be, let's do some generic ones. Mm-hmm. What do you know about health and wellness? What do you know about anti-aging skincare? Mm-hmm. What do you know, anti-aging skincare and peptides? I don't know. Okay, what do you know about trading and the Forex market? Mm-hmm. What do you know about energy and saving money? What do you know about mascara and lipstick? I don't know. Okay,
you crushed that. I was like, wow, I'm done after the first one. Keep going. Go on.
So there's something magic in the ba and ba. So have ba two. Ba and I don't know why. It's got like a rhythm to
ba
it.
And ba.
Okay. Yeah, it's good, right?
I mean, I can go with it. Ba
okay.
And ba.
So here's the thing. No matter what they say, I'm asking them, can I tag you in a quick video? So if you don't have a quick, and I mean like 3 minutes, okay? If you don't have a quick video on your main product or service, be the leader. Mm-hmm. How many times has Eric trained us? The obstacle is the way, okay? That's how ad tag message was created. I'm like, oh, yeah, here's a problem, okay? So can I tag you in a quick video? This is where ad tag message comes into play because I have a monstrosity of a Facebook group with there's literally 600,000 people in it, okay? So there are tons of testimonials and tons of product videos and tons of sciencey stuff and tons of everything, okay? I have a 3-minute company video, yes. If you don't have I'll say 3 to 4. That's it. Nothing longer. Mm-hmm. A 3 to 4 minute long company video. You, Michelle, make a video. You, Ileana, make a video. You, Christina, make a video. You, Diane, make a video. Estella, make a video. Add them to the group. Tag them in the video. Okay, now here's where it starts to get very important. Okay, you send a message that says, are you all getting your pens and pencils out? Pens and pencils, okay, or computers or whatever, okay? And yeah, you do, baby. If you want to send the video instead, just say, can I send you a quick video? Whatever. So can I tag? Can I send? I like tag because then they're in a group and they're controlled.
Yeah.
I like the control. All right. I don't know what that says about me. Let's just stop. Whoop. Back over here. All right. So this part's really important. Tagged! Exclamation point. Give you guys time for this translation, right? Tagged! Exclamation point. The group is absolutely secret, by the way. Can you send me a thumbs up when you're done?
Ooh.
Can you send me a thumbs up when you're done? Most of you have no problem until it gets to what I just got to. Mm-hmm. You have the leads, and the leads join the witness protection program. Because they watched the video, but you never told them, well, now you need to talk to me so I can sell to you. You never told them that point. Oh my God. Look, Amy just had a freaking mind explosion.
Did you see? Oh, wow.
I literally physically watched her brain explode.
The top of the head
are you okay,
came off.
Amy? in
Like-
Z7. Like, are you okay?
Do we need to send help?
Do we need to find
send
where
help?
you live?
Do we just give us a thumbs
I
up?
mean, I think she fainted and came back to life. Like that was amazing, right? Like, so,
Oh wow, it's still going.
I know.
It's still-
Many of you had a physical reaction, but she
I'm
literally
concerned.
went, "Oh my god!" Like,
Z7, are we okay?
oh, yeah, Z7. Can everyone in Z7 check on Amy, please?
Please send help.
Okay. So, but that little now you follow up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I follow up with you. This relationship of conversation is how you're going to close. Bill, are you okay? Is that how you're going to I love this.
People
Y'all
are
are all
worried.
best friends now. I love it.
Hashtag Team Amy.
This is how
Send help.
you're going to close more people. So then they send you the thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So quick recap. You had the conversation.
Yeah.
They watched the video. You tagged them in it.
Mm-hmm.
You told them, send me a thumbs up when you're done watching the video. Okay. Now they send you a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Green light go, baby. Green light go.
And what sort of percentage would you say, just from experience, of like, if 100 people, if you were to ask this to 100 people, how many of the 100 would give you a thumbs up, roughly?
Like 85.
Oh, wow.
Most people don't get told what to do, guys. Most people.
That's it.
And you know what's funny? If you're all using the same video, like if you have a company video, you're going to be blown away by the amount of people who go, I have seen this video like 10 times.
You changed my life.
Oh my God, I love you. Like, I've seen this video like 10 times. And I go, oh, which means most of your prospects watched the video you're about to send them, but nobody told them what to do next. So they've known about your service. They've known about your product. Nobody said anything though. So by the time they get to me, they're like, they send a thumbs up after 2 seconds. I'm like, whoa, that was like not 3 minutes, man. They go, no. I've already seen this. Yeah. Here's my next script.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Does it make sense?
How simple.
How easy is this?
Like, come
How
on.
easy is this?
Does that
Does it make sense? And mine has a smiley face, of course, question mark, smiley face. Almost all of mine have question mark, smiley face, because if you can't tell, I'm sort of a happy person.
Oh, yeah, you can see a lot through those smiley faces, right?
Yeah, like, I love it. Does it make sense? Because if they say the word yes, you're literally one step away from a close.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy, right? Because like, if you
And I'll give that to you. But
if you go to the movies, right, and you've watched the movie, you kind of get out your seat, you kind of walk down the stairs, you leave the movie theater, you turn to the person you watched the movie with and say, what did you think of that? What did you like best of that? Did that make sense to you? You start talking about the movie. A lot of you guys don't know when people have watched your movie. But using this process, you know exactly when they've watched it. You don't want to go 3 weeks later. Hey, do you remember that movie we watched like 3 weeks ago? What did you like best about it? And I'm like, what movie? Forgot what movie you're talking about.
one? I saw like 7.
Yeah, I've seen like 18 on Netflix over the weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
So this
is
is about
gold.
speed. We
Come
need
on.
you guys making money today, not in 3 weeks. Today. All right, we're not even done. So a lot of people will say, yeah, made perfect sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all I say now, this I will let you know is applicable to a lot of your companies, but very applicable to mine because I do trials. I also know some people are in Europe and that's like super illegal. So like if you're European and we can't sell trials, then you just shh. Okay, or you just smuggle it places, you do you Europe. Okay, all right, like Maria's giggling.
Yeah. Europeans
Maria's
love
ready
it.
to break the law. I like it. Okay.
One second,
Yeah.
sorry. Is Amy okay?
Yeah, it's
I'm genuinely
she's not on our screen
concerned.
anymore as Amy. Z7,
has-
check on Amy.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
that's funny.
concerned.
I love it. I was like,
I'm
oh God, what
concerned.
happened? So what I'm about to say is applicable to me, and either way, it's going to work. I sell trials. I don't give away anything for free, just so everyone knows. Okay, and you do you, baby, but if it's free, it ain't for me. There's no value in free, okay? You're going to value this, all right? So I simply say, would you like me to send trial pricing? Don't be the man or woman watching this right now going, I'm lost again. No, just take out the word trial. Would you like me to send you pricing?
Mm-hmm.
If you have more than one option, you could say, would you like me to send you pricing options?
Mm-hmm.
Those are like your 3 options. Okay? So would you like me to send you trial pricing? With a question mark smiley face if you're Jessie Lee. All right? Would you like me to send you pricing, or would you like me to send you pricing options? Okay? Everyone got that? I know, obviously, I'm an native English speaker, and I speak kind of quickly, so I just want to make sure you have time to write that down. And the other thing that might happen is you might have people who when you say, does it make sense, go, yeah, but I have some questions. How many of you were like, oh, they're going to ask a question. I know my people. They got questions. They're German. Okay, yeah, German. I know. I got big old German business, and there's a lot of questions about a lot of stuff. All right. Oh, Anna. See?
Our German friends are freaking out because they know it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know your people. Okay. It's like, where did you source the plastic from to wrap the data? I'm like, it's cellophane. I don't know, man. Okay. So anyway, we love Germany.
We do.
I do. Okay. So if they say that they have questions, here's your script. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a yes or like a hands up if you're ready for this.
Give us a thumbs there. Oh, yes. Okay. Brenda Wall.
Great,
all right,
great.
legend.
Okay. If they say they have questions, do not assume you know what questions they have. This is where a lot of you get a little squirrely and you start saying, I know exactly what they need to know. They need to know. No. Shh. No. Okay? Just say, here's your script. What questions can I answer for you to get you started? Question mark? Smiley face. What questions can I answer for you to get you started? What questions can I answer for you to get you started? If you've ever been scripted by me, you're sitting here dying right now because you're like, this is exactly what she said to me and it worked. I know. Yeah. I know. This is what I do. Okay. What questions can I answer for you to get you started? Mm-hmm. Because what will shock you is that sometimes a lot of the time, it's that nobody ever asks that. Nobody ever gave them the opportunity to say, is it normal that I'm a little nervous because I've tried a lot of makeup and it just comes right off? Is it normal that I'm a little nervous because, I've tried something like this before and I don't know. I was just wondering, what's the pricing? You'll get that one a lot, and it was what you're about to ask him anyway. I was just wondering, what are my options? Okay, that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. You answer, okay, write this down, some of my little chatty Cathys and what's a boy's name that sounds kind of like that? Calvin's. Chatty Cathys and Calvin's out there. Okay, Chatty Calvin, listen. Stop it with all your talking. Mm-hmm. If it can be answered in one word, you answer it with one word.
Yep.
If your product's organic and somebody says, is this organic? Yes. Not, yes! And it was sourced from the Norwegian waters where the fish are happy and there's no pollution and la 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 la. Like, shut up! They just asked if it's organic, for God's sake! Oh, they don't even know about the Norwegian fish. All right? Okay? They don't. Just yes and no. We're trying to close people. Social media needs speed. Look, Leaf, this is their Norwegian. I bet you that is a Norwegian last name.
Let me tell you about the fish, actually.
They're dying up there. He's like, I know about these fish. Those fish live in my backyard. They're in the fjords.
I feel like you do know a lot about these Norwegian fish, though.
Well, there's like a collagen product very popular right now. I like it. Okay, but they always talk to me about the fish. I'm like, I don't care about the fish. Is it going to get rid of my wrinkles? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Oh, too good. So.
Yes. Okay. So really, really fast.
Sorry.
I'm
dying. No, hey, listen. I haven't even said a single word because I'm just like, this is solid gold. Who agrees this is solid gold? Right? Yeah. It's solid gold. And you know what the really cool thing is? There's a lot of people who will give you scripts that don't work. These work. These work, and they work, and they work, and they work, and they work. And I think one of the things that I just like to mention, that there was a couple of people asking the video in the ATM group. If you haven't got your own video, there's 3 questions a video should answer. Number 1, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Right? People aren't that bothered about the company headquarters being in Arizona and it being 72,000 square feet, because they go, oh, that's why it's expensive to pay for their offices, right? What do I need to do? Just tell me, what do I need to do? Number 2, can I do it? Can I do it? That's where testimonials come in, right? So what do I need to do? Can I do it? You can share your story in that bit. And the 3rd one is, will it be worth it? Will it be worth it? So what do I need to do? Can I do it? Will it be worth it? Those are the things. We don't want to go too much into the tool itself. That's for a different kind of training. But for those of you who did ask, I just wanted to address that. I think the other thing is a lot of people are going to ghost you, right? They maybe see your message, they've given the thumbs up, or they haven't given the thumbs up, but they've seen your message and they haven't replied. Does anyone get that? And I know I'm moving fast there. I know some of you guys are still writing there, right? So you get a lot of you guys. So someone sees, you're like, oh, yes. Chatty Calvin, they're interested though. This Calvin, this Charlie, this. Oh, Kathy is super fired up. I'm about to get my first recruit. I'm about to get my first customer order. Let's go, pop up. Let's get the champagne ready, put it on ice, all of that. And then all of a sudden they see your message. And I always say it's the dot dance, right? The dots start dancing, they're typing, and you're like, oh yeah, it's on. And then the dots stop. And then you're like, hold on, all right. It's so good. And then you're like, Calvin, are you there? What were you going to say, Calvin? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No. So this is what I would recommend. 3-step process, real simple, real easy. And this is very direct, and you can kind of make it your own, like you can spice it up. Number 1, hey, Calvin, I noticed you saw my last message, but didn't reply, ... So, hey, Calvin, I noticed you saw my last message, but didn't reply, ... Now, some people are like, oh, that's a bit direct for me. Do it. I promise you. I'm going to make it very simple for you. So, hey, Calvin, I noticed you saw my last message, but didn't reply, ... Point number 2, straight after you've sent that message, is you're going to send a GIF. It's GIF, not GIF. We're agreed? GIF. It's a GIF.
Yeah, I say GIF.
Not a GIF. I say GIF too.
I say GIF.
I think a lot of people say GIF though.
Not me.
No, yeah. It's GIF. All right, we're going to go with GIF, I think. GIF. Some people are like, no, it's GIF. We're going to go with GIF, right? So you're going to send a funny GIF to lighten the mood. Now, one of my favorite GIFs is the one with Will Ferrell. He's kind of got the red wine. He's in like a massaging chair and he's kind of like trying to drink the red wine. The red wine's like spilling all over him, right? You can type in the GIF cry and there'll be a guy on a pillow just crying into his pillow. You could do a GIF with GIF. See, I'm saying it wrong. See, I'm talking about myself. How about it? You like knocking on the door. Are you there? Right? Maybe the Tom Hanks one. You know, where he's like waving. I like the little like meerkat, or like he goes like, "Hi!" He's a groundhog. Hi! Hi! Yeah, exactly. Hi! Right? So it's, hey, Calvin, hey, Mary, hey, Bob. I noticed you saw my last message, but didn't reply. ... Then the GIF, and then if you could let me know either way, I'd massively appreciate it. If you could let me know either way, I would There we go. See, it's brilliant. Yeah, that one. It's brilliant. If you could let me know either way, I would massively appreciate it. Now, am I going to send this message 3 seconds after they didn't reply to my message. No, I'm going to leave this maybe 24 hours, maybe 48 hours after I know they've seen my message and haven't replied, just to kind of trigger the conversation, but lighten the mood, be direct, but in a light, fun way. Remember, we're putting the fun into the fundamentals. So recap, there we go. Look at that, it's on the screen already. Hey, Calvin, hey, Mary, hey, Bob. I noticed you saw my last message, but didn't reply. ... Send, enter GIF. I'm saying it wrong again. Enter GIF, there we go. I'm talking myself into a different word, right? Send it, and then if you could let me know either way, I'd massively appreciate it. That's it. That's all you got to do. If they don't reply back to that message, I mean, I'd move on to the next person. You've got plenty of people to talk to.
Right. You're going to be so busy. Like, I hope, like, you guys, how many of you are already seeing, like, oh my gosh, on this lunch break, I'm going to be messaging all these people. Like, I have all these people to message. I'm dying to message. Okay. So let's say that you've got their questions answered. Does it make sense? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't start answering questions that did not exist. You did not go on about Norwegian fish. You did not do any of these crazy things that so many of you have been doing in the past. After, what questions can I answer for you to get you started? And they're answered. Or does it make sense? Yes. Here's where a lot of you are getting lost. I'm positive. All you have to say is, can I send you to my website to check out? Or if you're somebody who maybe your website's really non-user friendly and you're like, now I have a panic attack because my website's going to kick them out. Okay, you could do something like, can I help you get started? Are you ready to get started? Can I help you to get started? Can I send you to my website to check out?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to check out?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The amount of you that boom, 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 boom are going to close so many more people because all of a sudden for the first time in your network marketing career, you're asking. It's like that. It's so fast. And there were some questions I want to go over.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of you say, okay, where's the three-way chat? Why? Why?
If people are ready, why delay?
Yeah. Why?
It's pointless.
You're done.
Yeah.
They're checked out. They're your customer. Somebody said, where's the Zoom? What Zoom? if you, okay, hold on. I said I get 500 new customers a month. Get a calculator. Somebody give me a freaking calculator. What is how long are your Zooms, people? How long are you living on Zoom foreplaying these people? Back to foreplay.
I'm still thinking about that.
Like foreplay.
I'm thinking about the sale foreplay, and I'm thinking about aiming.
So
I'm
500 divided by what? 30 or something? 30 days in a month, right?
Yeah.
So I have to do 17 Zooms a day?
Oh, wow, no.
Times what? How long are these? A half hour?
Cheerio.
What are they, half-hour Zooms? Come on, don't lie to me. How long are your Zooms? How long are they? Come on. An hour? An hour? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 to 60, 45. I'll even give you the 15. 15's the shortest one I see. Okay, 15.
1 hour,
250 minutes per day divided by 6. So 4.5 hours of every day of my life, I have to be on Zoom closing a flipping customer. You are on some kind of something.
Norwegian fish.
Yes.
Norwegian fish.
No. You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to get on Zoom. And I'm not going to do it for a business opportunity. No. Because, guys, the scripts are identical.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about ba is your first prospecting script.
What do you know about making money from home?
Yeah. I still use my product stuff too.
Yeah.
Like you could do, what do you know about, look at the mind blown one. Portugal's mind blown.
Yes, Portugal.
What do you know about making money from home and whatever your second thing is? Okay. Mine's still product. I don't care. And no matter what they say, can I tag you in a video? I've got a business video that explains everything. Everything. It's 7 minutes long. 7 minutes long. That's it. And I'll tell you what, I even uploaded it. Here's like a pro tip, because some of you I know are like social media advanced. I uploaded it as an Instagram TV as well. So I redirect over to my Instagram. They get to watch my 7-minute video on exactly what I do in business. And I say, tagged, exclamation point. Can you send me a thumbs up when you're done? How many of you have like lost? You're like, I'm dying right now. Like I feel like where if this isn't worth 10,000, this is actually worth millions of dollars. So remember I told you I dropped the Venmo yesterday? I'm just kidding. Like guys, this is how I make all this crazy money. I'm telling you.
And you know what? You know the thing is, like, do you walk past a restaurant, see the menu, and then read the menu for 15 to 20 minutes? No, you kind of go, yeah, I like that, and you make the sale. Some people are spending more money on a night out. I mean, we ate out a couple of nights ago.
I got some A5 Wagyu. Okay,
A5 steak, I thought an A5 was an envelope, right? That was it, right? But so like, I want you to just understand that the decision is not necessarily a big one. Like, some people will spend more on trainers, some people will spend more on nights out, some people spend more on meals, right? So you're just giving them exactly what they need to know.
Yes.
You're not being a fool. You're using a tool as well with these amazing scripts either end.
And I know, like, so this is a great question. Would you recommend the same process if you sell high ticket? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a sales funnel. Starts at 500. Great. I mentioned the big packs that I'm selling. That's $1,000 over and over and over every day. I recruit these $1,000 packs for, like, I guess I average 4 a day or something right now. That's
the chat's gone nuts, yeah.
Like, okay, so through the prospecting thing, same thing. I'm tagging them in a business opportunity video, but then it's identical. It's literally identical. So it goes straight from tagged, can you send me a thumbs up? They say it, they send a thumbs up. Does it make sense? What questions can I answer for you? And 9 times out of 10, they say, yeah, what are my options to get started? And then I just have a script that's applicable to my business, and I'll give it to you. It says my company in particular has two kit options. Both are very large. Okay. Well, I think $1,000 is a lot of money, right? So I just say blah 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 and blah 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 are your 2 options. So blank and blank are your 2 options. Then I say the benefits very short. Very short, my loves. Okay, I explain very short the differences between the 2. I say $9.97 and $4.97 are the 2 kit options. $9.97, you will make more money and you have more benefits. Which one sounds best for you? Question mark, smiley face. That's it. If they need clarification on what it really means to, okay, what do you mean more money? What do you mean? What part of, I'm an analytical, I want another comp plan, la, 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 la. Okay, the PDF and the video of the comp plan are all in the business group. I can tag you in the comp plan. I can tag you in the video. I don't need to get on a Zoom and spend 4 hours explaining generational compression and residual income and passive this and check matching bonuses and Now, what the heck is a phone? A phone is a cash register used for scripts. I'm not getting on the phone with you. I'm not getting on a Zoom with you. There's no reason to. Why? It's not actually about me. I could find time if I needed to, and so could you. But I want you to think for a second about why your business is not duplicating. And think for maybe a second, somebody's process to get in business with you, Lisa or Billy or Jill or Gary or Sherry or whoever, involved a 3-hour Zoom and watch 7 videos and know all the answers to the Norwegian fish and know every single ingredient that's in the cellophane wrapper and know exactly where your headquarters is. And oh no, it's not just one headquarter. We actually have one in Dallas, and then we have one in Kentucky, and then we have a warehouse in the Netherlands, and then we have a warehouse in the UK. And nobody wants to join your team because they think they have to be. Yeah, how do you do? What's the dance? I don't remember the dance. Right?
They don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
You're terrifying your new recruits. So even if they do join, they're like, I'm really sorry, Fraser, but I am not. I am not ready to have recruiting conversations. I know you keep training on recruiting. I'm not doing it because apparently in order for me to recruit, I need to know the entire Bible of my company. I need to know my CEO's birthday. I need to know the hospital he was born in, his star signs, his moon signs. I need to know his ex-wife's name, his current girlfriend's name. This is just too much.
But I think a lot of people as well overtalk it because they're scared of making the sale. But in reality, it's just asking the question. If you don't ask, you don't get. I mean, I've been there. I've been the chatty Calvin or the chatty Charlie, where I've just been like, I'm like,
me too. That's where we learn.
That's where we learn, right? But you got to do it. It's what do you say? Messy action. Messy action, right? Start being the action taker and not the action faker. Stop faking it. Okay. So when it comes to the business side, and we talked about a lot about the product side, is it literally the same conversation that you're having? Just obviously tweaking the beginning section. All right. So then this is great for people who are getting loves, they're getting likes, they're getting comments, they're getting shares. But in the beginning, you might not be getting like a ridiculous number of likes, comments, shares, and all that. Yeah. So when it comes to you reaching out to people, remember we shared yesterday, find, you add, you message. You have the intention for the connection. Guess what's going to probably happen? They're going to probably start seeing some of your posts, right? So now they see a post, they like the post, they love the post, they share the post, and then what do? Exactly what you've just shared. And we're going to be going into the content strategy as well after we break for lunch. But I really want them to go and send out like 5 messages to 5 different people.
Well, I think, like, how many of you have people right now from your post yesterday? Like, you've got likes, you have story views, you have comments on your profile photo, you have comments on your cover photo. You all of a sudden, okay, this is what you have to do now then.
For sure.
This lunch break is a working break. Those scripts I just gave you, how many of you can start the conversation now? How many of you can go start those conversations on this lunch break? And for all of you, that's right. And so that's your assignment. That's your assignment. And you guys stay in your, you don't have to sign off your Zoom. Because I know some of you, like maybe Steve is a little petrified right now.
Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve.
Can I give you one more script before we jump? Because there's another one that I want to give him. Can I give him?
100%. And by the way, real quick, just before.
I was just going to say help each other. Don't leave your Zoom rooms. Help each other, because there's some people who are new and scared.
So the people who are saying, but I don't have a video yet, doesn't matter. If someone says, yes, I'm interested, yes, I'm open, send me more, you can not message them back right away. You can get that video, you can work on that video, and you can quite simply say something like, hey, sorry I haven't got back to you sooner. It's been crazy busy over here. People love busy people. It's like, let's go. Busy people get stuff done, all right? So you can use that to just give you a little bit more time, all right?
Can I give you one more script, and then we will jump to a break, and we'll get you guys fed? Yes, one more?
Food.
Okay, so food. Sarah's excited. Sarah Wing's excited. Okay, so some of you got friend requests, and some of you used those groups yesterday that we taught you about in the afternoon, and now you have requests from groups, etc. So every single friend request, here's another thing I do every single day, because I'm sure you do too, just thousands and thousands of friend requests. I like to know where my biggest return on investment is. Would you agree that that's useful information? Like, yeah, awesome. Sydney agrees. Thank you. So the problem with when people go, well, what's your DMO? My problem with giving you a DMO is that what works very well for me might be totally different than you. Therefore, I need to know where you are actually getting engagement from. The only way I know that when it comes to Facebook is if I send the following message with every single friend request. Some of you have probably gotten this from me, so you're like, oh my God, here she goes again. Give me her flipping script. She's been scripting me all along.
Give it to me.
Okay? It's just, hey, name.
Don't call him name.
Yeah, make sure you change the name to the person's name.
Please.
And spell it right. It's kind of awkward because the name's right there,
Oh, I get that a lot.
Common sense, not that common.
It's Jessie Lee.
Yeah, Jessie Lee. Yep. So, hey, name. Thank you so much for sending me a friend request and connecting.
Oh my God, we're so similar.
I was just wondering where did you find me? And what questions can I answer for you? You guys, your reactions are
Nakia
freaking epic.
Slaughter? I'm loving that. Loving that, Nakia.
I'm sure it'll be up on the screen in just a second. Yep.
People aren't sending these messages. People get friend requests and using the content. They're going to get friend requests like crazy, but they're not sending these messages.
Yep.
People are waiting for them to reach out to them. No, you need to be the instigator. You need to be the connector. Come on.
It's amazing. This is absolute. I mean, we were talking about weapons earlier today.
Weapon.
But like, I am telling you, that is a weapon. Because this person might say something like, yes, girl, yes, bro. I saw you in the, I'll do bro. I saw you in the men who take care of their beards group. And I was like, that's my dude. Look at that beard. Oh my God. I had to be friends with you. And you're going to be like, oh my God. And then you do the same thing. Next one. Yeah, man, I saw you in the men who love beards group. Oh, that's weird. The men who take care of their beards group. Yes, dude, like your beard is so epic. I love it. What products are you using? Hey, dude, yeah, I saw you in some beard group. What's up, man? My question, what kind of comb do you use? Hey, man, yeah, You're going to be like, oh my God, I need to spend more time in the freaking men who take care of their beards group. And does that make sense why that is so valuable? You'll also start to get things like, oh, I saw you on Michelle Ferguson's page. She shared something of yours, and I was so connected with the messaging. Oh, yeah, no, my friend Matt Doxey was talking about you. He went to some meetup with you at a networking event in blah, blah. You are getting all of this data, so you know where you should spend your time personally. Where Lori should spend her time is different than where Joe should spend her time. It's different than where Iral should spend her time. Thank you for picking me up, by the way. Iral saved me from the airport the other day, right? Aren't you the Accelerator so epic?
That's so cool.
So wherever, right? You start to know where you need to actually spend your time so you can scale your business. Because I know some of you feel like you're in this scroll hole where you're like, I'm just scrolling on Facebook and like Instagram and I'm TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where my people are. Your people are literally going to tell you where they're from. And as your business starts to scale, that question becomes so powerful because nobody's doing this. I'm telling you right now, only the Network Marketing Pro Accelerator is doing this and Fraser Brooks. And I'm just telling you, they're not doing it. They're not asking people. So when you message these people, they're going to be blown away. And as your brand starts to build, which it will if you do all of this stuff, I'm just promising you, you're going to start getting messages like, oh my God, I cannot believe you just messaged me back. Oh my God, hold on a second. I told myself that I was going to join your team if you sent me a message and you sent me a message, please send me a link. I get those all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Do the dance.
All the time. Yeah. I know a lot of you are in like the... I know a lot of you are in the frustrating stage of your business. Your frustration is a privilege. The pressure you feel right now is a privilege. I swear to you. Most people will never spend the money to learn stuff like this, and then most people will never apply it. Go apply it. The uncomfortableness you feel in your gut about spending the money on whatever you spend, this is how you get it back. This is how you get it back because nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing this except for us. Be better. On this break, yeah, you can eat or like make somebody feed you because your hands are going to be occupied. Send the messages. Apply it. These scripts are why I'm on this stage. I wrote them and they work. You look at, I mean, again, nothing I say, I swear to God, nothing is to impress you. Our team hasn't even been in business for 4 years yet. We do over $10 million a month in sales with no networkers. It's normal people. It's not if Fraser came, okay? It's normal people who are so scared, but they can say yes, and they can say no, and they can say, can I send you a video? Can I tag you? They can do it. Your team can do this. And if you don't have, if you're like, man, I only have 17 messages to send. I only have 4 messages to send. Then you know what you do on the break? You send your 4 messages and you go in your team group and you train them these scripts. Do you want your group volume to be bigger this month? If the answer is yes, you need to teach your team this. You need to weaponize your teams with these scripts. So even if you get to the end of these, don't go on a hike and if you got an extra 20 minutes, no, that's not what you're gonna do. You're gonna go live and you're gonna make a post and you're gonna give this to your team in your groups. I'm trying to make y'all money. I'm trying to give you wealth for generations. You have to teach to learn. All right, I think we're way over. I'm so excited.
Well, there's one more script I want to mention. What percentage of your kind of Facebook friends list would you say you have not had a conversation with before? Right? Because a lot of people when they started, it's just like, oh, friend request, confirm, friend request, confirm, friend request, confirm, friend request, confirm, friend request, and you don't send the message? 80%, 90%, wow. So here's a quick script for those of you who maybe haven't got any engagement, and there only will be a small percentage of you, is simply send a message. Hey, name, again, don't use the word name, use Bob, Mary, Diana, whatever their name is, right? Hey, name, I notice we've been friends here on Facebook for some time. But never connected. Hey, Mary, I noticed we've been friends here on Facebook for some time, but never connected. I would love to change that. How are you? How's things? What's going on in your life? Now, yes, they could reply to this. That would be great. But it will also trigger the algorithms to maybe get your post in front of their feed. There we go. Hey, name. Hey, name. Hey, name. Hey, Bob. Hey, Mary. I noticed that we've been friends on Facebook for some time, but never connected. I would love to change that. How are you? If you have the ability to be able to send that message, can you just do me a massive favor and give me a wave, a ferocious wave at your camera? Because I want to make sure that every single one of you, right.
Heidi.
Every single person can send that. Every single one of you. So let's set the assignment, because we're going to have a lunch break for 1 hour. We'll be back at 1:20, right? We'll be back at 1:20-ish. 1:20. We'll have a 1 hour break. But go and send, how many should they do?
I just think they should do the whole time. I mean,
you think
they just work. We are here to make the money. Just keep going.
And what we want you to do, here's what I want you to do.
If you don't do at least 30, we're going to have words when I come back.
Oh.
Because some of you might type a little slower. We haven't gotten to saving shortcuts yet.
Yeah. What I want you to do is every time you do one, every time you send a message, I want you to give yourself a 1. Put on your little piece of paper, 1. You message someone else, 2. You don't get multiple scores for the same person. I want you to get as many out as you can. 1, 2, Mary, 3, Samantha, 4, Eric, 5, Jesse Lee, 6, Fraser, 7, whatever it might be. And at the end, when we come back after lunch, maybe we'll ask you how many you did. Right? It doesn't matter if the person who got like 572 versus 34, right? It matters that you do it, you track it, and you get things done, because what we can track, we can measure, we can improve. Fired up.
Yep. And just do it. And then when we come back from lunch, if you run into some snags, we're going to take questions when we get back. Okay? But we want you to try to experience it on your own. Of course, feel free to use your chats in rooms Z1 through 7, I believe it is. And then we will come back and we will definitely start with some questions. Okay? Sound good to everybody? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it?
Come on, let's go. Yes. Come on. That was gold.
We're good, right?
Gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
All right, we'll be back in an hour, guys.
All right, guys, 1 hour. See you guys.
Love you guys.
Big love.
See you in an hour.